Just one Shabbos and we'll all be free. Just one Shabbos, come and join with me. Let's sing.
Welcome to Erev Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas Vaetchanan, and the Parsha Ponderable for this week. In this week's Parsha, we read the well-known pasuk, V'zos ha-Torah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael, and this is the Torah which Moshe placed before b'nei Yisrael. According to many commentaries, this is referring to the upcoming section of the Torah, namely the Aseres HaDibros, which appear, the Ten Commandments that appear in this week's Parsha of Vaetchanan. However, this pasuk is also well known to us from Shul, for when the Torah is lifted during Hagbah, we point to the Torah and say that same pasuk, V'zos ha-Torah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael, to attest to the fact that this Torah that we are lifting is indeed the same Torah that Moshe placed before Bnei Yisrael. This custom gives rise to the following Parsha Ponderable. It was a small town in the southern part of Israel, and during Hagbah on one Shabbos day, suddenly the air raid sirens went off. The person who was doing Hagbah was now faced with the following two options. He could leave the Sefer Torah on the shulchan and run to the bomb shelter, or he could take the Sefer Torah with him to the bomb shelter, assuming that he was not in any increased danger by doing so. Both options have some halachic concerns. Leaving a Sefer Torah unattended is prohibited, nor is one encouraged to take a Sefer Torah out of shul. Which choice should this person doing Hagbah follow? Should he leave the Sefer Torah on the shulchan, thereby risking danger to the Sefer Torah, or should he run with it to the bomb shelter, therefore violating the prohibition of taking the Sefer Torah out of the shul? Im Yirtzeh Hashem, the answer next week. Shabbat Shalom.